Captain America must die. No, that's not me saying that. I mean, I am literally saying it, but I'm quoting China. This is not the headline I thought I would be reading today. On the BBC of all things as well, which is a notorious left-wing outlet. Captain America must die in China. Nationalism fuels Nizar 2 fans. Now this is like an animated feature that's now broken all the records, basically. Or is set to break all the records. I can't remember if it has or not. By this point, it probably has. I think this is pretty... I don't even know what to say. Like, what do you say to this? Mental. So China has turned on Captain America and Marvel, it seems. We're going to take a look. Hit subscribe if you're a returning viewer that's not yet subscribed. And I will say, guys, if you're a returning subscriber and you want to support a bit further, I do have a Patreon. It's linked down below. There is hundreds of hours of content exclusive to my Patreon on there. So please do check it out. It's the first link in the description box. Hit subscribe down on Patreon. But anyway, like I said, I was not expecting this. All right, I was not expecting this at all. I mean, I wasn't expecting it so blatant as this. I was expecting China to not particularly respond well to Captain America because it's well known China has... They don't like to watch, generally speaking. There might be exceptions to the rule, though I've not found them. They don't really like to watch black people in movies. There's not really a softer way of saying it, to be honest. And yes, it's a sweeping generalization, of course. But it is the truth. So, yeah. I was expecting it to flop there. But I wasn't expecting the out-and-out open must die. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, I thought we'd just take a look at this. It's quite comical. So, a chorus of praise is being sung around Nizar 2, the Chinese film about a mythical boy who battles demons, which has been newly crowned the world's highest grossing animated film. So there you go, it did pass it. So the box office triumph for the film, which is raked in 12.3 billion won, I think it is the equivalent of $1.7 billion. So it triggered a huge swell of national pride across the country, which is kind of what communist countries are kind of built on, really, isn't it? That nationalism, that national pride, that sense of togetherness. So pretty much what the CCP would have wanted. But anyway, it says, but as patriotic Nizar 2 fans set their sights on further success, they're also keeping a close eye on critics of the movie, accusing them of being clout-chasing paid haters. This just sounds like the equivalent to review bombing in the West. Like when people just accuse people of being review bombers, right? Also in the crosshairs of this nationalism is Captain America Brave New World, the 4th movie of the superhero franchise, now seen as Nizar 2's rival. I don't care if Nizar 2 can survive overseas, but Captain America 4 must die in China. What? Reads a popular slogan that has been repeated on multiple posts on social media. This is just so bizarre. In Chinese news outlets and social media, people are gloating over the lackluster performance of the American blockbuster at China's box office. Of the $92 million the film made outside the US, only $10.6 million has come from China, Hollywood's largest overseas market. That is really bad, actually. That's atrocious. And don't forget, Marvel has specifically changed the ending of movies to appease Chinese markets. So this is a pretty major blow for Marvel. Like a huge blow, actually, if you think about it. It's not Captain America that's dying, but America that's dying. Wow. Reads the title of an essay on an online forum analysing the movie's lack of appeal in China. I said this for a while. I was like, it's really stupid that America is looking to appeal to China because they don't care. They don't need American movies. And when America and American movie studios kept appealing to China, what they ended up doing was actually, in a lot of cases, disenfranchising the Western moviegoers, because some of it was really like egregious pandering to Chinese markets. So that's quite interesting, really. You know, this is them just refuting, well, just binning off binning off America wholesale. So the author goes on to say, in reality, the US does not have superheroes, and the US is not a peace-loving, peace-defending beacon for humanity. One cinema in Sichuan province reportedly decided to hold off screenings of Captain America 4 in its theatre in order to support Nizar 2. Meanwhile, some are critical that Nizar 2, which premiered outside China this month, did not get enough screenings in North American cinemas. It's just this, like, weird, bitter hatred between the two films and fandoms. They have also accused American cinemas of showing other movies rather than the Chinese film. Nizar 2 hit the screens in China on 29th January, among a string of high-profile movies designed to capture an annual surge of cinema goers during the Lunar New Year holiday. It quickly towered over the competition, crossing the $1 billion milestone in less than 2 weeks. That is mental. Crossed over $1 billion in less than 2 weeks. That's crazy. Even more impressive considering China's sluggish economy. Nizar 2 is being hailed as a symbol of progress in Chinese film and a sign that domestic productions can rival Hollywood blockbusters at the box office. I tell you, China doesn't need America. America needs China. That's why they keep appealing to them. But they need to back off. Previous domestic box office hits have tended to be patriotic action films such as The Battle of Lake Changjin, a 2021 propaganda film about the 1950s Korean War, which held the record for China's highest grossing film until Nizar 2 broke it. While Hollywood films usually see their revenue spread across different regions, more than 99% of Nizar 2's box office earnings are coming from China. That's mad. That's crazy. Where the animation has become a litmus test for patriotism. On social media, people say that they've bought tickets to watch Nizar 2 multiple times, and those who have not watched the movie say they have to deal with the snide remarks. A friend told me I was not patriotic just because I did not watch Nizar 2. As cinema goers took to social media to share their reviews of the movie, criticisms from the lack of plot continuity to its awkward humour and anti-feminist undertones were met with a barrage of dismissive comments. People like that are either clout chasing or are being paid. That's amazing. That is exactly what they do here in the West. Insults of this nature are not new. A Chinese social media user who has posted criticisms of Nizar 2 and experienced such backlash firsthand tells the BBC, but the defensiveness surrounding the film is more pronounced because of its meteoric success, which has turned into a proxy for the Chinese film industry. In the eyes of these fans who only see things in black and white, to criticise the movie is the side of Hollywood, they say. Everyone beware. There's currently a wave of haters swarming Nizar 2 with criticism online. Madness. Premeditated criticisms come from jealous individuals in either foreign or domestic industries. With such a great movie, people are using their feet to vote, so they're turning to panic and slander. How despicable. Wow. Nizar 2 has become a cultural phenomenon, but I don't think this is entirely a good thing. Criticising the plot flaws is equated to being unpatriotic, unreservedly condemning other films released in the same period, replacing deep discussions with a war between fans and haters. This is deep. This is definitely not a good cultural environment. Amazing. This is so bizarre. Anyway, I just saw this headline. I was like, this is crazy. Captain America must die in China. What do you think? I mean, what do you think of this whole thing, I guess is my point. Funny, right? It is quite funny. Let me know what you think down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Cheers. Take care. Bye-bye now.